and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. The power and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
All honorable members, you may like to Sabel or presence long all Sumatin or Sab public gallery, or Sumatin grade 5 na 6, one time all Tisab long all, the Yesu Baibua Community School inside of Kairaku District, Central Province. Now you may got 2 all grade 7 Sumatin, now Tisab long all belong Hola Demonstration Primary School, National Capital District. So, on behalf of the Parliament, may extend him welcome to Yublal Kata. No petitions, huh? Notices? Ask him, you know, got talk sabe for 10 minutes. Honorable Member of Sinasina Yangabol.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Me plalo opposition this morning, me play like ask him some more question, Nicolo. Prime Minister lo sample clarity lo decision NEC working lo this additional 4.22% equity lo Croton. Number one question Emolsem. Inside lo UBSA agreement lo clause 6 price lo this additional equity 4.2% or fixing pennies. Price US 240 million kina per 1%. So Lodisla 4.22 price blend by go close to or go abrusim $1 billion US. Slightly abrusim. But round him go US $1 billion. Price is up inside, but NEC decision talk almost negotiate lo price can. So question why na price ya agreed pinis, all get our stakeholders all sign off pinis, stop na display cabinet decide law rejecting display contractual agreement price, agreed price of $240 million US per 1%. Number one question, so I need to clarify this. Number two question, Emi Golsem. All creating one plus special purpose vehicle law managing this law. 4.22% equity law benefit law. Online dreamy law outline. Online dreamy law outline. Now, this law, SPV, all like him, all politicians manage him, this plan. And one plan concern, this law involving big plan money. Me play got big plan concern, and money blow, people blow place. You may need to take care, time you may mark him all man blow place. Na put him assets blow lo handle people lo manage him. Imi politician imi no gat sawe lo investment lo big plan money. Big plan investments. Na how lo read him all financial statements. All this la something all sawe man all school lo this lap na got experience all sawe. So why na create him special purpose vessel which might be itself okay, but put him all man by go pass, put him all politician go inside. He got all man, he got investment analyst, investment managers, all this line, all this stuff. Why not find him all this line now, put him all, control him display investment, all people block place, rural areas. You may mark him all. Why not you may put him risk, he come inside this decision to all politicians by all manage him this law. look out him. And question number 2. Question number 3, Emolsem. Nami like Minister Blo Securities Commission, Honorable Richard Maru. I think Securities Commission is tapanin it law, Honorable Richard Maru. Me like him take note law this la too. Anin it law portfolio blame also license him all investment managers law, manage him all securities such as this like kind of shareholding, involving big plan money. Now Securities Commissions are glass him good through, na pick him all man, he got good plan experience, good plan qualification, he got good plus how to manage him all investments. Now all is I give him license. So all these like kind people, all is staff, all call him all investment managers. Now all same license for Securities Commission. Why not this plan government do the responsible thing? Now put him this plan investment, he go law unblaw all properly licensed investment managers. Why not make him all same? Why not take the risk with politicians? You mean about one good track record for managing? Nothing, zero. Also, I make a big black concern because money blow businessman or sawe man or online staff or urban centers. This is a money blow online blow rural areas, online blow offline street. We owe them a bigger fiduciary duty when we make decisions affecting their money, their investment. So I think Prime Minister need to give us assurance, confidence that decision is headed in the right direction. Suppose Nogat all need to revisit him, now reformulate him this decision so that you may strong in this investment law benefit blood place line. Thank you.
Honorable Prime Minister.
All right, thank you, Mr. Speaker. Me like to thank you long, Member Blong Sine. Young will ask him 3 important question. I'll try my best to keep it short in the interest of others to respond to other questions or ask other questions. The 4.27% to be carved out from Kumul Petroleum share in PNG LNG was a decision that preceded even before Kumul Petroleum itself was established. In 2009, this parcel of shares was earmarked to be given to not just politicians, or not politicians, but to the 5 provincial governments that is headed by the 5 governors of these provinces, and to the landowners from PDLs, landowners from pipeline, and landowners from the plant site. And so this decision was a decision created by government policy in 2009. And so it is not an entitlement by law, but a government policy decision. And that was embedded in the UBSA agreement signed at Kokopo. Mr. Speaker, 2014, the then government never gave the landowners and the 5 provinces an opportunity to exercise their right of purchase. No right whatsoever was given to them. And we've now lived on 11 years. And 11 years from 2014, the PNG LNG is debt-free. 11 years from 2014 first gas, Kumul Petroleum have subsumed the 4.27% value, and total funding that has now gone to Kumul Petroleum Limited has gone over 12 billion kina. From 2014 to 2026 at present, or last year, ending the financial year that ended last year, the project, PNG LNG all in all, retired 70% of the cost of the project that was bank financed by over 20 global financial consortium that financed the project. The $240 million per share price tagged for 1% of share that would cost the landowners and provincial government to acquire that 4.27% included that 70% bank financed element. So if you deduct that 70% off from that I beg your pardon, $240 one share, you do your calculation, landowners and the 5 provincial government would have paid 30% of the $240 million. So those calculations, an opportunity would have been given to them at 2014. On record, the two governments that has presided since 2014 to 2026 have not given them the opportunity to exercise that right. And so we're doing what is rightful. This 4.27% was secured as a project security policy by the National Alliance-led government in 2009. And so that decision was taken. It is in calculation of value of time loss. It's $1 billion worth of purchase the landowners would have exercised with the 5 provincial government. No opportunity was given to them to raise funds to purchase that 4.27%.
We have a point of order. Honorable Member of Sinasina.
Yeah. I would like to remind the Prime Minister that in the very cabinet decision I'm talking about, there were 2 previous NEC decisions that dealt with the issue of the exercise of that option by the beneficiary group, which was never implemented. But the 2 decisions were taken, and those 2 decisions were repealed in the decision, any current NEC decision which I'm talking about. So it's not as if no opportunity was given. It was given by 2 NEC decisions, not exercised.
Honorable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, the 2 NEC decisions my Leonard, member for Sinasini Yongumuk, is referencing was not explicitly labeled that landowners exercise your right at the date they were to have exercised the right in 2014. I just wish the member for Sinasini Yongumuk, then as Justice Minister, would have advised the Prime Minister then that this due date has arrived. Let's advise the 5 provinces and the landowners to exercise their right.
Honorable Member for Yalbu Pangia, what's your point of order?
Point of order is that, Prime Minister is continuously misleading Parliament on this particular subject, as he does with many other issues, sidestepping and debating. Now, Mr. Speaker, he knows, and I know, and even the learned member for Sinasina knows, and most other senior members of Parliament know, in the UBS agreement, it specifically states it wasn't just signed and given by the state. It was agreed by all parties, landowners and provincial governments, agreed by all parties that they will pay, I think, US 240 million kina per share, pay a 1% share. Now, in 2014, with which he was part of the cabinet, we made a decision realizing that the landowners and the provincial governments could not afford it. We discounted to 150 million US dollars per share. We discounted. Yes, I'm trying to give you a background so you understand that your Prime Minister is misleading you. Now, Mr. Speaker,
Order, Honorable
Mr. Speaker,
Honorable Member for Yalbu Pangia.
this is an important issue, Mr.
Honorable
Speaker.
Member for Yalbu
You have a
Pangia.
duty to let the nation know the truth.
Honorable Member for Yalbu Pangia, what is your point of order? You're already
my
going
point
into
of order
debating.
is that opportunity.
You will have a grievance debate later after question time, so you can raise it as your
the
grievance.
opportunity, Mr. Speaker, if you allow me to finish, we'll get over this very quickly. The opportunity to exercise that right was open since 2009. Always there. Nobody was stopped from going to raise 240 million US dollars or discounted 150 million US dollars, pay a 1% share to buy. He knows that, I know that, everybody knows that. Now today he's going to tell the people of this country what is the decision of NEC. Is he free gifting these 5 provinces and the landowners at the expense of the entire nation? That was not the intention of the Somalia government or our governments, Mr. Speaker. That is the truth, and he needs to tell the truth.
Honorable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, I wish he had the same zeal and energy for the landowners in 2014. He never, until he was reminded, our cabinet decision he presided over discounted 600 million kina. This 600 million kina off. And that's one of the cabinet decisions that our good member for Sinasini Yongumuk is making reference to. But on record, since 2014, when the due date arrived, that government never gave an opportunity to the landowners to exercise their right. Whether they can afford or not is another matter. An opportunity. Central Province, Gulf Province, Hela Province, Southern Highlands Province, Western Province. The provincial governors are already present in subsidiary companies like Kutubu Petroleum Resource Authority, Gobe Petroleum Resource, Moran Petroleum Resource. The provincial governors are already there by virtue of the fact that they are there as important stakeholders representing the province to collect revenue also for the province, as well as the landowners represent themselves to collect for the landowners. That's why provincial governors sit in those companies to make decisions for the rest of the province. Mr. Speaker, the landowners and the 5 provinces were not given a right, an opportunity to exercise their right to engage in the purchase of these shares in 2014. We saw in 2014 decide to mortgage an asset for the oil share purchase that the former Prime Minister very much know about, the transaction between UBS and oil sets. That parcel of share was used in the entire Kumul petroleum asset for that transaction, and no opportunity was given to the 5 provinces and the landowners to exercise their right. Now, 2025 or 2026, the entire 16.57%, including the 4.27%, has been used by Kumul Petroleum up till this date, totaling over 12 billion kin already received by Kumul Petroleum, and the member for Yalupangi has asked for a full report to be tabled. We will be tabling full report to this House for this House to understand what has happened in the total earnings from Kumul Petroleum to date. Mr. Speaker, rest of money you mean kisimpinis, country kisimpinis. What's wrong, lo talk, thank you, bianim talk to Papa Sumare. You apply signing project, na lara me FID come up, the 5 provinces represented by the governors, and the landowner representative sitting, and I want to give assurance to the Honorable Member for Hiri-Koari. Your people is featured in this agreement. It is an interim structure. The SPV is an interim structure. Look at the cabinet decision, it's an interim structure until the 5 provincial governors and the landowners themselves sit and decide what to do with it. If you understand the word English, I'm not an English student, but...
Honourable Member for Hiri-Koari, what's your point of order?
Speaker, the Prime Minister makes reference to the people of Hiri-Koari or Central Province and the landowners being part of the decision. They are. I'm not saying they are not. I'm saying that 2 years period and could come back on every 4 years is not equitable, not fair. That's what the point was. Not about they are not participating. 4.27%, 13.5% of 4.27% equates to about 550 million kina worth of interest in that asset. That is a significant amount of investment or entitlement by contract under the UBSA agreement, 6.32. And it's laid out there, Mr. Speaker. So let's not belittle the issue. The people of, and while on this point, the people of Hiri-Koari, the plant-side landowners, never gave consent for their interest to be dealt with in the manner that it has been under in the NEC decision. No consultation was taken at all.
Honourable Prime Minister.
Are you ruling, Speaker, with greatest respect, are you ruling the point of order in order or out of order, please?
No, you don't force the Speaker to rule whether it's in order. Prime Minister, you go ahead and answer him. Question by you.
All right, Mr. Speaker, I want to I want to, maybe in the interest of time, and to the beneficiaries, the five provincial governments and the landowners in the 5 provinces. This is an interim special purpose vehicle. You yourselves will decide. We will facilitate what you want to do with this one. You want, from government policy, we want it to be a perpetual wealth for the 5 provinces together, structured in a manner in which the fiduciary standard is required of such public companies be established, run properly, and wealth generate perpetually in a sovereign wealth fund sustainable manner sort of setup and structure that we want to deliver for the 5 provinces and the 60,000 landowners that is covered under the PNG, LNG project areas. So it's meant well. I want to ask the 5 provinces, it doesn't hurt for the 5 governors to sit together, look into this cabinet decision for and on behalf of our people, and advise government again what you want to do. As simple as that. It's about time we distance this asset from PNG, LNG. It is meant for the 5 provinces and the landowners there, Central landowners, Gulf Pipeline landowners, Southern Islands Pipeline landowners, Hela Pipeline landowners, Western Province, and of course the 5 provinces. So it is an interim arrangement, SPV set up, and eventually it must be detached from Kumul, going to a company. And the company runs and earns the money and runs it for and on behalf of the trustee and the beneficiaries of those trustees concerned. So, Mr. Speaker, I know the member is intended well and asked me this question. I will get the questions properly answered in a written reply to him for him to fully understand the discussions that we're making here, the reply I'm making. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
No, but you know what point of order, I'm the same sit down with this, so the point of order. I will now, the chair will recognize the governor for Western.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I recognize him. Neck law, sun go down. Thank you, through question to me. By me directing the Minister of Mining. Na question to me in relations law on the special mine from the law PNG Pogera Gold Mine. First of all, me like talk big la thank you law. Maraveroso government law for the first time